has remote work changed the way tech recruiters work? Check out this video right now and I'll tell you all about it. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you have not seen this channel before, it's all about upping your game in the recruiting industry. So let's have some fun. Remote work. Yes, it has been 2 years now of remote work. Wow. Is it going to change? Probably not. So we're going to have to really make sure that we're changing and we know how it has changed. So in general, all interviews are still remote for the most part, especially in tech. So here's how it's changed. Now, I got really excited to be able to open the door of sourcing to the whole United States. Some companies are opening the doors to other countries, which is crazy. So as a recruiter, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much like fresh meat. Like look at my search went from 2,000 people to 200,000 people, you know, like that's crazy. And it was so fun. It was really fun at first. Now I'm like, man, this door is huge. So sifting through all of the people to find the right ones is a lot more time consuming, which means as a recruiter, you better up your game when it comes to Boolean searches, tangent sourcing, using your connections, using your groups. There's so many things to do, which by the way is another video to check on the key sourcing techniques. But yeah, it's a lot harder. It's a lot more time consuming. You can get a lot of messages out a lot easier. So for example, if you recruiters are having a hard time sending out 150 to honestly 300 emails a week, that means you're being a little lazy because remote work, there's a lot of people that you can hit up. So that goes back to, is the door too big? Maybe. But like I said, you just got to get faster, you got to be efficient, you got to be organized. Another thing that it has done is there's a lot more competition now. So, you know, I used to focus on the Bay Area, and as we know that tech has certain hubs. And you can focus on probably about like 6 different states or areas. And it was like, okay, that's not too big. It's competitive, but you know, it's okay. Now, the fact that it's anywhere, the competition is stiff. So it goes 2 ways, meaning that more companies are grabbing your candidates, and then your candidates, of course, are at more companies because they can. And they're starting to move everywhere, which then brings me to the most challenging thing, which companies are not aligned on how they're going to pay. So some companies say, like, that are based in San Francisco, they're like, great, we're going to close our competition and we're going to pay anyone in the United States Bay Area salaries. What? Okay, so poor company in, I don't know, Mississippi that is used to having their, you know, this is their hub and this is who they have and they're competing with, you know, people in their own neighborhood. Now they're competing with Bay Area money. That's difficult. So now what's happening is people are moving from California to, let's say, Mississippi, buying this huge house, and it's just offsetting the whole market in general. So what's really interesting, and it's good to keep track on what's going on, is like Google, for example, has said, look, we're going to pay based on where you are. So hopefully Google has set the tone there and people are going to follow. But because it's about split right now on whether or not people are paying based on location, competition's hard, making closing even harder. So has remote work changed the way tech recruiters work? Absolutely. You got to be even better. You have to be faster, more efficient. You have to learn how to close better. You better know how to do equity. Again, different video. It's actually something I cover in my course a lot. But you have to know these things. You have to be on top of your game. You have to know that when someone gets back to you, you get back to them. Like it happens very quickly, which means you have to start kind of automating yourself a little bit. I'm not talking about being spammy. I'm just saying you need to come up with some really great, you know, sentences that you don't have to rewrite all the time, that you're just maybe, you know, kind of sprinkling some fairy dust in based off of who gets back to you. So yeah, it's a lot more fun working with all this remote and being able to grab talent from all over the place. It's a lot easier to grab diversity, for sure. You know, underrepresented candidates, you get them anywhere. Whereas if it was different locations, it's a little harder. So I definitely think that as the world changes and we are in remote, that hopefully a more diverse, you know, tech world we can live in. So that's the cool part there for sure. And again, it's a lot more fun, but it's challenging. So do your homework, be that great recruiter, definitely join the email list if you want to check out more of these videos, you want to be alerted, and of course all the cool things coming up, which I was talking about lately. So if you want to keep in touch with everything, definitely join the email list, subscribe here on the channel. Thank you for supporting me. I get super pumped hearing the comments, hearing people wanting to join the mission to change the way the world views recruiting. That's what we're doing at Thriversity for sure. This course is coming live very soon, so can't wait to do that. And also, as a sneak peek, in May I am releasing a podcast. It is Talent Takeover Unfiltered, because I've got a lot to say that might not really go well on full YouTube. So, all right, I will see you every Thursday at noon. And don't forget that money is just a vessel to do all the amazing things you want to go do in life. So go live it. See you soon. Hey, Millionaire Recruiter subscribers. I have launched a podcast because, let's be honest, I don't have enough shit to do. It is called Talent Takeover Unfiltered, here with my work soulmate, Taylor Bradley.
Hi, y'all.
So when it comes to working hard and keeping it real, we know our shit. Self-care, happiness, inner peace, and time. And we thrive in chaos. You like chaos?
Love it. Live for that shit.
So what we did is we turned chaos into an art form. So what do we talk about in the podcast?
We're here to give you a raw, under the hood view of all things recruiting, and finally give credit where credit is due to a long underrated industry that's full of experts.
Nice. Well, this sounds like a lot of fun. Now the link is in the description, so I look forward to you listening to the podcast.
Come check us out.